Hey guys, I'm here with the Propella S, the essential e-bike, simplicity at its best. We're gonna take this to the beach just down the street, but before we do, we're gonna head back in the office and talk about all the specs on this affordable and minimal e-bike.
Before we get into all the details, I just want to let you know Propella sent me over their best-selling 7S for free for me to review. And if you click the description as well as in the comments, you will see an affiliate link sending you to their website where you're going to get the best deals on Propella bikes, and it helps me out a little bit on the channel as well. It ships within just a day or two. Shipping is free as well. If you're Canadian, well, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more, about $100 for shipping. You do get a 1-year warranty as well as a 14-day free return. But I'm telling you, you're not going to want to return this bike. This bike is very small, lightweight, easy to store, easy to ride, only weighs 37 pounds, gives you up to 40 miles with pedal assistance, goes about 20 miles an hour. A part of the reason why it's so lightweight is that it only has a 250 watt-hour removable battery pack. It's literally the size of a water bottle. It only takes about 2.5 hours to charge. And while it may seem like a smaller battery pack, and it definitely is, it only has about 37 pounds to move. Also meaning that the motor doesn't need to be overly big as well. We don't see a 750 watt motor or 500 watt motor. We see a very modest 250 watt motor that helps you pedal quite easily. We'll talk about how much it assists here in a little bit, but there are 5 different levels of pedal assist here. There's 7 speeds on the Shimano gearbox. And to accompany that Shimano shifter, we have Shimano TX805 mechanical disc brakes to bring this lightweight e-bike to a stop. It only took me about an hour to assemble, and one of the best things about it is they include this little multi-tool that you don't need any additional tools. I always find the addition of any other tools, especially power tools, in your household supply to be a great addition and help speed up the assembly process, but that little multi-tool will do it all.
This is a sleeper e-bike. The really only way you can tell is if you took a hard look at what looks to be a water bottle. This right here, my friends, is that tiny battery. This thing is very compact, very lightweight. Check this out. Like, I'm not the world's strongest person, but that is absolutely lightweight. It's a little rear-wheel drive bias. Obviously, it's rear-wheel drive driven with the small motor back there, but the weight distribution is definitely towards the rear when you lift it up. But that's not a bad thing, because if you need to go over some rough terrain, it's easier to pop this front wheel up if you need to. Kickstand is awesome. It keeps the bike so vertical. So many kickstands out there really lean the bike. I like how it keeps the bike pretty looking all times. We also have these blue accents around the wheels, which look great. It matches the water bottle battery, matches the handlebars, and matches minimal seat as well. Just keep in mind, this is a fairly firm seat. If you guys have a sensitive behind, you might want to go ahead and get a different seat. But check this out. This is how simple this bike is. There's only 3 buttons here on the left-hand side. Press and hold to turn on this little monitor. I just rode 3 miles on the way here on pedal assist 1, still have a full battery, no surprise, but it goes all the way up to pedal assist 5. Front brake here, rear brake on the right hand side. 7-speed Shimano shifter. I find that speed 1 matches well with gear 3, and it gets you around 10 to 12 miles an hour, somewhere in there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on the bike and take it for a ride. And it's just so easy. There's no learning curve. It is super light and maneuverable. I feel like this doesn't feel any different than a normal street bike. That's the amazing thing, except it's easier to ride because I don't have to pedal as hard here. So just with a mild pedaling, now that I'm not going into the wind, this is super easy. Even at level 1, I can hold 11, 12 miles an hour all day long, and it taxes the battery very little. So who would this bike be for? Is what I'm thinking. Well, I'm thinking it's for people who want to work out still, because this bike doesn't have a throttle mode, which would ride for you, or should I say propel for you. And it's very lightweight. So if you live in like an apartment and you have stairs to climb, this would be an amazing bike for you, because it's just super easy to pop on your shoulder and take it up. I love how maneuverable it is, as well as it's so easy to pop in and out. With the heavier e-bikes that weigh 2 times this weight, it's much more difficult. Now the great thing is super easy to get to the pedal assist 5 here, and I'm gonna need to upshift because going up this hill it's having no problem gaining speed. We're actually gonna max out our speed here, and I'm hardly pedaling hard at all. And on my max out, it goes to 18 miles an hour. So very easy to climb hills with this thing, easier than I thought it was gonna be. That motor is only about 250 watts, and this thing will cruise all day, 18, 19 miles an hour. This thing maintains speed very, very well on a steady slope, as well as going downhill, of course. Now, these are kind of hybrid-like tires, so get hard onto the brakes. These tires, you know, they max out at 70 PSI, but I feel like on the street here, 50 PSI, the minimum rating, this is where I want to be. There's no built-in suspension to this bike. So having a softer tire essentially at 50 PSI is what I prefer. And I'm pedaling in the fastest gear here. I think I'm in, no, I was in 6th gear, which is actually a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go back down to 6th gear because I feel like I can hold this speed at 18 miles an hour, no problem. And this is something also to take note. I have really long legs. I'm 6'1", but I have a shorter torso and longer legs. And the handlebars do sit pretty low for me. If I do a full grip, I do feel like I'm bent over quite a bit. But I'm gonna back off pedal assist level 5. I don't feel like I need that much assistance right here, even though I'm kind of going into the wind. Let's see if we can find a secret beach. Oh, there is a beach right there. That's a great thing about a light bike here. Well, even through the sand, there's that pedal assist kicking in. You just pedal a little bit and it takes off for you. Man, I actually haven't found this beach access yet. So pretty excited to go here. And this one's paved as well, which is perfect for skinny tires. So I can just ride up this guy, right onto the boardwalk. We have ourselves a private beach here. The brakes are phenomenal. It's the best stopping e-bike that I've tested, partly because it weighs half as much as a typical e-bike. So gotta love that about the Propella 7S. Super light, just maneuvered in the sand. Literally just one arm, bicep curl this guy. Oh, I'm not that strong anymore. Used to be a personal trainer, but now I'm a daddy. So here's the Propella 7S out here on the beach. Looking pretty good. Beautiful bike. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this bike. They regularly run sales on their site. So feel free to click the affiliate link down below to check out the best prices currently. They have a very small lineup, which matches the ethos of this bike. It's very minimal. There's not a lot to it. It's pretty basic. You pedal and it helps you pedal. That's really all you need to know. Doesn't overthink e-bikes, keeps it affordable, keeps it lightweight, keeps it approachable, as well as beautiful at the same time. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more e-bike updates as well. I got a few more coming for you guys on the channel. Have a great day and peace.